You know, there was a time and place back in the 60s and 70s, our parents would always say, be better than us. Don't get your hands dirty, right? Now, we don't have at this juncture enough of an interest in farming to actually farm ag land. So the first step is through the school systems, how do we encourage and say, hey, farming is wonderful? And knowing that the hotel industry will buy food safety certified crops, it incentivizes the farmer.
When I first got here, we were buying like 8% of our overall produce locally. Today, I'm happy to say that we are hitting almost 60% of our spend with our farmers locally, and our guests are loving the outcome because of the quality of what we're now delivering.
One of the great dynamics that we have in Kai Market is my living wall and a true labor of love for all the chefs. What I think is great about it is that we don't buy herbs anymore. I think it makes it really special for the guests when you grab a piece of basil or whatever the herb is. It's fun that it comes from our herb wall.
I think the overall thought process is it takes one company to start a great initiative. We're helping not only provide great experiences to the visitor, but we're helping to provide great experiences for the people that live in Hawaii. And I think we need to think more about how we sustain ourselves and have less dependence on what comes in from the mainland.
It's really important that we show people that there is actually a great future in farming. And quite frankly, there isn't better tasting food in the world. And so why wouldn't we stay local?
Where we're going to go with this is that the youth for tomorrow will learn good agricultural practices, and it becomes part of their lifestyle and discipline. That's what we want to do by working with the schools.
I think that what makes a good school garden is a garden that engages you in many ways. So we grow food crops. We grow Hawaiian food crops. We also grow a whole bunch of European food crops because they grow well here. We're really looking in Hawaii at being able to feed ourselves. There's all kinds of things we can grow. We see working with the students in the garden as an opportunity to engage them at a number of levels out here. In environmental stewardship, it engages them in relevant cultural activities. It also connects them to the earth and with their food. And while a lot of them aren't going to be farmers, it enables them and empowers them in the future to make decisions that are better not just for their physical bodies and health choices, but also that are better for their environment, that are better for the island, that will help maintain our culture here, and will take care of the land. So when the students first come out to the garden, they can be anywhere inside of the four corners of the garden, and they do 2 minutes for themselves. They have to be 10 feet apart. And what I say to them is it's 2 minutes to do nothing. No talking, no communicating with anybody else. It's such an age where they're manically social. It's a way for us to meter their mood before we hand them out tools or give them knives, or, it gives us a really good chance to do that. So after the 2 minutes, we come into the tent and I ask them for observations. And really what I mean is anything that they notice with their senses. We talk about a focus for the day. Very often it's our Hawaiian wisdom words, which come from Puakes, who's our kumuhula and our Ike Hawaii teacher here. And so we've been doing pa'ahana. So can anybody tell me any of the parts of pa'ahana? What's one?
Integrity.
Integrity, so doing good work and doing it even if people aren't watching you, that's good. So being careful, doing meticulous work. What's another part? And then the kids get to work. We try to have one adult for every group of students. The teacher always comes out with the class, and that's because that helps us to tie into their curriculum. And it also gives the teacher an opportunity to work with their students in a different manner. So if the teacher is doing parts of energy in nature, which we've been doing right now, we can talk to the kids about where do you see kinetic energy? Where do you see stored energy? And today we made a salad and that was stored energy that they then ate, and it became kinetic energy when they started bouncing around. So we're able to really take that and apply that for the teachers. We have a number of volunteers here. We really couldn't do this without volunteers. We have a lot of people who come. They share their own enthusiasm with the students, which is great because everyone brings a new perspective, and the garden benefits from a wide range of people's energies and knowledge and skills. There's a huge movement going on, and we're a little part of it in this garden. I think people feel that. And this garden is now really the result of the work of thousands of hands, of thousands of students, and it's the gift to everyone who comes after. And so one of those things is that we frame it as a privilege, and it's important for it to be pleasurable. I think a garden is such a terrific place to teach because there's something for everyone. Whether you're detail-oriented and very careful, or maybe you like to move things or build things, you know. I think that trying to help the students find their place in that might help them find their place really in whatever it is they choose to do for their life. It's a start, it's a taste of these things.